So, A Trip to the Moon is a 1902 French silent film, or like I said, directed by Georges Méliès. And it's inspired by a variety of sources, including Jules Verne's novels From Earth to the Moon and Around the Moon. And it follows a group of astronomers who travel to the moon in a cannon-propelled capsule. They explore the moon's surface, they escape from an underground group of lunar inhabitants, and then return to a splashdown Earth. It's an ensemble cast of basically French theatrical performers led by Méliès himself in the main role as the professor. And it was filmed in a very theatrical style for which Méliès became famous for. Now, in 1902, Georges Méliès shot A Trip to the Moon. The film was proposed in black and white, but also in color, and it was in color through hand painting, as you see. That means that they took every frame and basically they painted it by hand. The film was released everywhere in the world, and the color version, though, was considered lost for several decades. Then in 1993, it was found, but it was in incredibly bad condition when it was found. Then in 1999, delicate work began to rescue and digitize the elements. By 2010, almost 11 years later, that restoration was finally done and the movie could be launched. Now, in order to enable audiences to rediscover this major work, 109 years after its creation, the only way that we can do that was through digital tools that were available today that reassembled the fragments of over 13,000 frames of the film and restore them one by one. Now, missing frames that were lost or too damaged have been taken back from the black and white version and then recolored. A Trip to the Moon was named one of the 100 greatest films of the 20th century by the Village Voice, and it remains the best known of the hundreds of films made by Méliès. And the moment in which the capsule lands in the moon's eye remains one of the most iconic and frequently referenced images in the history of cinema. And it's widely regarded as the earliest example of the science fiction film genre. Remember that. It's one of the earliest examples of the science fiction film genre, and more generally, as one of the most influential films in cinematic history.